Hey guys, what's going on? Well, just about to see if I can't lock down a few panfish, some speck, and maybe some brim, bass, who knows. It's a beautiful day out, and I'll get you guys some footage of that. Yeah, so I'm really trying to, got me a new kayak. I've done a lot of fishing over the years. I've used, I've had bay boats, flats boats, john boats, and I've been always wanting to fish on a kayak. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, so I went ahead and got me a cheap one because things haven't always been as good as they used to be. That's for sure. So everything's on a lot more limited budget, but hopefully I'll be able to go out here and take this yak and show you guys that you don't need a lot of high dollar equipment, high dollar boating to be able to put some good fish and have a good time. And hopefully my channel will convey that. I do a lot of saltwater fishing. It's called salty tails. That's what I used to do a lot of. But I have a freshwater lake right down the road from me, less than a mile or so. So it would be stupid not to film a lot of that. So anyways, I'm going to take you guys along with me, and hopefully we'll have a good time. There's something to be said about just getting out here on a beautiful day like today. It's a little windy, but I'll make do. At least it's blowing in towards the way I gotta go. The thing about it is, I don't have to go very far in order to hopefully get into some. I don't know if you guys have done a lot of brim fishing or whatever, or any kind of fishing on freshwater. But when these fish start to bed up and it's not very windy, you can actually smell them. Now, I'm sure a lot of you accomplished fishermen out there know that, but there may be quite a few people that don't. And it's kind of it's a fishy smell for sure, but to give you exactly what it smells like, I don't know. I would just say a fish smell, for lack of a better word. And the stronger it is, usually that means it's the bigger the bed. And when they get really bedded strong, which they're going to be here in the next day or two, then they'll be really stinking. Now, I haven't got this kayak outfitted like I want to have it yet. I don't have no anchor, a lot of things. One thing you're going to find out about when you get if you ever get into kayak fishing is there's a ton of accessories that you can get. You know how women like shoes to accessorize, or guys and gals? This is our thing to accessorize. And the combinations are many. I'd like to get a stakeout pole, which I think would be nice. Boy, the wind is really whipping out here where I gotta go. But I'm gonna try to stay in close, get up in some bushes, and hopefully be able to jig a few of these fish out. Okay. One thing I love about the kayak too is you just come stealthily in a spot. There's no coming up with a loud motor and tearing up stuff. The fish basically don't even know what happened. All they know is somebody's ringing the dinner bell. Uh-oh. Look at that, fellas. Woo-hoo.
Oh, my God.
They're out today. Oh, dang. Don't go nowhere. I dealt with a few of those. I get you fired up. But boy, them things tasty. There he is. Ah, dang it. Nice hit. You know, I think I was going to hang out here a while and see what we can do. I was fixing to put my secret smell good on there, but don't seem to be too bad. You know what I'm doing is just jigging here a little bit, real slow. And what happens is, generally speaking, they have a tendency to either hit it on the fall or when you go to pull it up. I love it when they hit it on the fall because the line just takes off and it's really easy. But even like yesterday and today, even though I caught a decent amount, they weren't really wolfing it down. That one right there barely had it in his mouth. I'm surprised I got him to the boat. There he is. Oh, God almighty. Folks, that was a really nice one. Gosh, dang it. My Lord, that was a nice one. That's what's happened to me yesterday, too. I mean, I had tons. I'm going to keep track today. So I've had 3 bites, 1 fish. I guess that's a good ratio for the fish. Not such a great ratio for me. But one way I look at it, the more I get, and I have a feeling I'll catch enough to eat plenty. I don't have to clean so much, so that's always a good thing. And today I'm not keeping anything unless it's got some good size to it. Just no sense in keeping anything unless I keep them if they swallow it. You know, if they swallow the hook, then I'll go ahead and keep them. Drink it on, man. Dang it! Oh, I got my hand slapped, guys. Sitting here daydreaming. I was looking at the clouds there and all their puffiness, and basically the fish slapped my hand. Oh well, so that's fish 4, me 1. For kicking my butt today. To be honest with you, I'd be happy with about 5 like I just caught. That would feed my whole family easily. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll take more because I can always freeze it. And for those times when I can't get out here like I would like. I'm hoping that as the afternoon tends to go on, this wind will lie down. I hear him back there talking to me though at a little spot I stopped in yesterday. I kind of blew by it today because of the wind. It wasn't a good spot to actually kind of get wedged in, but I may try to wedge myself in there. I hear him back there talking to me. Oh my goodness. You know, a couple of rod holders be nice to go as well. I mean, I got the ones that come in the boat, which I actually like this boat quite a bit. I looked at a lot of kayaks. I wanted some, but couldn't afford them. And I settled on this one. And I'll talk about that in another video. I'll make up a kind of a go through and just let you guys know what kind of vessel I'm fishing out of. Vessel. Kind of vessel I'm fishing out of. I might have to leave this spot. These fish have been tainted by too many hook lips. Oh, there he was. Oh my God. Fish 5, me 1. Well, if this is a video about missing fish, I think I got it beat. I think I got it. Don't you guys? So far, that's all I've shown is how to miss them. Trying out a new jig. It works quite well, but I think sometimes, I don't know if, I shouldn't blame the jig for my hooking. I can't believe the fish are beating me 5-1. Dang, that's pretty pathetic. That's pretty pathetic. That's just pretty pathetic. I'll leave it that way. There's one. I'm gonna let him take it a little bit. Dang it. You know what? I don't know what these fish are doing. Why it's not getting hooked in there like it should. I might have to change out the hooks that are on these jigs. I think that's what's going to be happening because I had a lot yesterday too. I missed. So the fish are winning 6-1. If this was a regular game, it would have been called almost mercy rule. But that's okay. It's not. No, that was the bottom. That wasn't a fish. I tell you what, when this thing is rocking like this, wind blowing in my face, it's like nap time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude. It's gotta, no, don't go. Ah, big old mudfish. I'm glad that joker got off. Usually, when you get a mudfish like that, that may explain why you're not getting a lot of other bites. Big old predator fish like that, except for on the big specks, they don't have a tendency probably to run too much, but mudfish have a tendency to clean out their area. Oh yeah. 7-2. You know what? I'm gonna let that one go. This spot looks pretty good. If I remember right, yesterday I got a couple nice nibbles through here. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That would have been one in the boat. 8-3. Or 8-2, my bad. Fish dominating me. Goodness. But you can't win them all. And you certainly don't want to win them all against the fish. You want to let them be there to reproduce and come back. You know. I think I may start making a size limit for myself. What do you guys think? Maybe I don't know. I had to look and see what's acceptable. What size I should keep and what size I should basically just let go. Maybe 12 inches on a speck. That's a heck of a big speck. 12 inches. Oh. Ah, that'll stick for me. I was kind of pulling it a funny way and then going backwards with the wind a little bit. It got me. Oh, that was a nice one. Oh, yeah. If I can get him in here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'll take this one, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's go the heck of it. Let's see how many inches this one is, and he'll be the standard. How about that? He's 11 inches, so 11 inches is what we're gaming for. A nice little fish there. A lot of fun catching them on these. Well, I call them a brim buster. I guess brim buster is a type of name, but you know, just a single piece of line. It's kind of a relaxing way to fish, actually. I think they may start turning on here in a little bit. Oh, there he is. Well, he don't make the grade though. But I'm coming back. That's 4 to 8. So hopefully I can make a comeback on these fish and end up a winner chicken dinner. That one fought pretty good. I thought he was going to be a little better than that until he got close, but oh well, what you going to do? He gave it his best effort, and for that he was rewarded with release. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Don't get off over here. I think he's definitely going to make the grade. Let's see. Yep. He's actually closer to... Nice little speck. Let me measure him again. He's right there. I got my thing turned around the wrong way, so it's hard to measure it. So I'm trying to remember, guys. Maybe y'all can help me out. Is that 6 to 8? Or 5 to 8? I think that's 6 to 8. I'm going to call it 6 to 8. I got to get me a buff, you guys. Another thing would be nice to have would be a nice little shade thing. Not that I'm not used to working out in the heat and everything. That's what I do for a living. I work out in the heat, but it'd be nice to you know, have a little shade. Maybe I'll get me a sombrero. That's probably what I need to do, is get one of those. I would look official. Super official, as a famous YouTube food critic says about his channel. You guys have probably heard of him. Maybe you haven't. Dame Drops. I think he's eating healthy now, though. I think he stayed off some of the fast food reviews. Nevertheless, his channel's fun to watch sometimes. It's actually sold food, I know that. After watching some of his reviews, I'm ready to go get some of that. Especially that Five Guys burger review. If you haven't seen that, you gotta check it out. You'll be wanting to go get a Five Guys burger. Even though in my opinion, they're not the best burger for the price, they are pretty tasty. But the way he does this video, he makes it look like it's just off the chain. Yeah, man. A few here and there. Huh? I think I've got about 4 or 5 in the boat now. I'm catching up. The fish were ahead 8-2. I was keeping score on who's winning. Oh yeah, there's a slab. Well, there goes my pole too. I can get it back though. How y'all like that crappie slab action? Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get my pole back in the water. Yes, it's 7-8, guys. I am making a comeback. These things may not get the better of me yet. I'll tell you what though, man, I'd have a nice mess if I caught all those. Time to go in, of course. I never like to leave when there's daylight on the table. It's hard to do that. Just when I was fixing to leave this spot, that speck gave me a little bit of comfort and hope to say, you know what? Don't give up too quick. We're still here and we're still hungry. These ones have actually been taken a little bit better. They got that thing down in them a little bit, which is good to see. Maybe they want to start turning on feeding. You never know. One thing's for sure, I'll take what I can get. So I took what I could get. And that fish looked at me with those big brown specky eyes and said, we haven't started biting yet. Bow, bow. No, we haven't. No, haven't started biting yet. Sometimes you get a little loopy out here in the water, guys. I'm glad I have y'all to share the moment with. And gals, I don't mean just... Oh, that was a... It's not a speck there. Kind of felt like it the way it ran up the tree limb there a little bit, but no specky. You know one thing I like about this shack? It's pretty comfortable. I'm a pretty big fat guy. And, you know, I must say that it's got a nice little level of comfort to it. I've been sitting in it for a few hours now. I don't know what time I got out. I know I done went through one battery on the camera and probably about done with the second one. And I'm feeling pretty good. The only bad thing about this lake is there's no place to really step off and stretch your legs if you start to get tired. That's why I like saltwater fishing. Pop out right there in the flats, knee deep, or a nice clean river, just pull up on the bank. But this has got nothing. If you look, just marsh and mess, nowhere to step out. Look down there. So basically, you're in it for the duration. And I kind of don't really want to swim in this lake. Not to say I haven't before, not as a form of recreation, not, but it was on purpose. I didn't do it by accident, so. Ooh, that just came a piece of weed at you. Well, it made the time to move on from here. Seems like every time I go to saying that, I get something, but so I'll say it again. It might be time to move out of here. You know, last call, guys, last call. Dinner bells ringing, I know, but you guys need to respond. Come on and get you a little bit of this home cooking. What Fat Daddy's serving up for you? It might give you a little bit of indigestion, but it tastes all right. Ah, that was a limb, guys. Had me almost fooled. I saw something actually eating there. Looked like it was eating a piece of grass. I think there's a bunch of tilapia in this lake. Not that they're native to it. I think that somebody actually dumped a bunch of them in here. Probably on more than one occasion. There he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, dang it. Oh, my goodness, guys. Oh, that fish slapped my head. Gah! That was a slab. That was a hog right there. That was one of those ones where you're like, oh, yeah. You must have heard the dinner bell ringing. The fish is going back up, 9-7. You doggone things. Man, that was a good one. That's the kind it just gives you a bad feeling in the pit of your stomach when you miss him. You're like, ah, I had him. Oh, well, he'll be there for another day, huh? Or she. I don't want to be discriminatory. Could have been a she. Matter of fact, it could be she's that are getting off on me, away from me, because maybe they're smarter. I don't think that was a bite. It could have been. It fell out of you, but I think it was more like a little piece of grass. At least that's what I want to tell myself. I don't want to up the score. So 9-7. I don't think that fish is going to bite again. It felt the hook too good. It could. There's one. That's a good one. Oh my goodness. Yes, get in here, baby. Whew. Now see that one, look at there. It took it down. You see that? Man, that's a nice fish though. That's a nice one. I might just stay right here, guys. I don't know if I want to move or not. You know the hook? You know it's down his gullet. It's not. No, I guess it is kind of hooked in there pretty good. Right in the tough part of his mouth. And my tackle box is way back there behind the cooler. Well, I could get to it probably, but get my pliers out. There you go. Got it out. Check it out, y'all. That's what we came for. Nice big old slab. Call me Jimmy Houston. I ain't gonna take yours, Jimmy. So that's 10-8. Let's see if we can get back to that honey hole right there. Pick up a couple more. That certainly is a nice little honey hole there. That's a nice little honey hole, that's for sure. I gotta stay on this spot. I don't want the wind to blow me out. And something just swirled pretty nicely when I put I guess I keep waving that thing and in front of them long enough, they ain't got no choice but to hit it, huh? I'd be over halfway to my limit if of course, you know, I'm throwing back the smaller ones, so, which hasn't been a ton of those. Actually, they were edible, but, you know, when you clean a fish and you fillet them like I do, which is what I do, you want to make, especially after the day, or yesterday when I cleaned them, I had a couple that, they were nice size, but I had enough that I had like, man, that's a lot to clean. I'd rather clean a few bigger ones, you know. But I'm trying to get up to invite some friends over to have a nice little fish fry. Although I don't know there's going to be any fish left when I get home tonight for another fish fry. I'm going to have to re-up because my son told me that we're eating fish tonight. He was out there with me cleaning them, and he said, Dad, I got a craving for some fish, so those won't make it to a fry. They're going to be in a fry, all right, but just a two-person fry. Not that we could eat them all anyway. Probably end up freezing some along with these. I don't really like to freeze the fish. I mean, it's okay. I like to have them fresh out the water. And one thing I do too to kind of, and I'm going to get into, as I do this channel, I'll be doing some cooking for you guys. Because I actually, you know, one thing I like to do almost as good as much as fishing is actually cooking. So I'm going to try some different things out here and there. And, oops, sorry people. And, oh, there he is. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my goodness, that is that a speck? If it is, oh no, it's a mudfish. Was that a bass? Whew! He took me to court. Man, oh man, I thought I had me a big old monster speck there, but he sued for all I got and won. I'm back in the game at the injury timeout. Oh goodness. Oh, I thought something hit it there. He's fun though. Now some people say, hey, now wait a minute, hold on. That's a fish. And a lot of people do eat mudfish. Now me, I haven't ate one. I did have somebody make some patties for me one time. And so I thought that, you know, and I may do a video up here when I catch one. I mean, believe me, this lake, if you love mudfish, you love this lake because it's slap full of them. Big ones too. Monsters, in fact. I know up north they call them bowfin, like in Louisiana and stuff, they call them a shoe pick. But whatever you call them, we have plenty of them. And I may do a video where I actually catch one and try to eat it and stuff. I might do that. Mine's playing tricks on me now that my eyes are. May give it a shot. Now the way I heard that your best way to eat them is when you clean them. Oh man, I keep getting messed around here. Something thinks it's taking it, but you basically clean it right then and put it in the grease. No, I don't want to lose another one. Come on, baby. I don't want to break my rod either. That thing is starting to. Oh man. Alright, good. I got it by picking on it enough. One thing I'll say about this little jig I'm using, man, the hooks are good in it. Oh, I got that piece of junk out my way. Maybe I shook off a few little shrimp or something and got the fish excited again. Should be a nice little hole right here anyway. What the heck? A little bit of root. Try it back over this way a little bit. I haven't gotten too much action or too much. I haven't given too much effort over here. Maybe I'm missing something. Get some other fish to try. Oh, there it is. Oh, lordy. I went to that little spot. That's a different little color speck there. Oh yeah, these boys are taking it to the streets. They're going down with it now. These fish are eating hungry. Look at there. Just called a comeback. 10-9. I'm gonna put this paddle up. I don't think I'm gonna be having to mess with it a whole lot here for the next little bit of time. I want to set my little happy hiney right here. Okay, so if the score is 10-9, I don't want to lose this game, so I'm going to give him a little bit more time before I head in. But I do smell the fryer. I got a nice batch of fish. Oh, that was nice batch of fish at home to cook up, and I'll have these to clean tomorrow for heading out to work. I may do it tonight. I don't know. I cleaned a bunch of fish earlier. I'll probably go ahead and clean it tonight if I get home early enough. Generally speaking, though, when I'm out here, I don't like to go in until it's dark. I don't even like to go in then. But you can't fish 24/7. Unfortunately, you do have to sleep. Of course, I have fished for 24 hours one time. Me and a friend of mine went to this little private lake and just having like a little fishing contest like I'm doing with the fish right now. It was me against him, and the fish were biting so good. The bass, we weren't keeping any, but I don't know how many we ended up keeping now. It's been so many years ago. I'm not keeping, but catching. It was a ridiculous number. I know that. Ridiculous. Over 50, I know that. Nothing really major. But you know, we just got caught up in the moment of catching the fish, and it's like, hey, man, I'll stay out here. I'll stay as long as you would, so none of us would quit. You know, 'cause he'd catch one, I'd catch one. He'd catch one, I'd catch one. I think he ended up winning though, but it was fish on. I'll put it that way. I'm glad I got you guys out here now. I know you're not with me at this very moment, but it is nice to have somebody to talk to when you're fishing. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. Like I'm here talking to a friend as we try to put them in the boat together. You know, one of the things I like about being out in any body of water, you know, especially a lake or salt, it's just, I mean, the sheer beauty that's around you. If you just sit back and listen for a minute, Hear the birds doing their thing. Today got a nice little ripple on the water that would, in most instances, if I wasn't trying to catch some slabs, it would put me to sleep. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Unfortunately, the camera died, but you've probably seen enough as it was anyway. It's kind of a long video, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. As you can see, I got 8 nice keepers there to fillet out and put towards a nice fish fry. The fish ended up whipping my tail though. The final score was 12 to 10, so they put a whooping on me. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out and watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it, and let's get some comments going on. So you guys have a great one. All right, bye.